Hello YouTube. Just a little while ago I put up a review of Pinhead, and now I am going to be reviewing Michael Myers from Rob Zombie's Halloween. Vastly inferior to the original John Carpenter's Halloween. Well, not necessarily. Personally, I actually really liked the remake. Just because you got to see a little bit more of why Michael is a raving sociopath. But, or psychopath, whatever. Anyway, onto the figure. So, this is from the new cult classic Icon line, released by Neca. And one of the things I forgot to cover in the last review is the fact that these are extremely cheap. Most figures by Neca have been around $14 in my area, but these are only $10. And that's kinda really nice because it's just finally nice to have them at such a low price. It's probably due to the fact that, as I stated before, these are no longer in clamshell packaging. They have cardboard backing now, which, as I said earlier, I really do like. So, anyway, the background for this is pretty much the poster for Halloween, and same as the last figure, it does not say Michael Myers anywhere on the package, other than there. It just says Rob Zombie's Halloween. So, the package is pretty straightforward. It's got pictures of, there's Michael Myers, Pinhead, Beetlejuice, and I have no idea. I cannot remember the name of that particular gremlin. I did not get either of those, and I won't be able to review them, and the Crow, which I'm going to be reviewing after this. So, and it has a lovely little info there. Inside every one of us exists the dark side. Most people rise above it, but some are consumed by it until there is nothing left but pure evil. I think that's taken from a quote by Dr. Loomis. Can't remember when exactly, but yeah. But that's kind of one of the things that I really liked about the remake. Being able to see Michael and Dr. Loomis talking and everything, and just, or later on, lack of talking, just kind of figuring out Michael. That's what I really liked about it. Just kind of added a whole lot to the character, in my opinion. Most people, I don't know why, they just really didn't like it. But, I really did. So, let's get this guy open. Okay, here we have Michael out of package. And yeah, this figure is pretty cool. Let's get some light on him. But there's really nothing that I can say that I don't like about this figure. He's got, he stands really well. He's got pretty good articulation. One of the things that I will just mention, his hands are ridiculously bloody. Same with the knife. Like, ridiculously bloody. Like, he dunked them in blood, repeatedly bloody. Other than that, there's no real problem with the paint, but, yeah, hands are ridiculously bloody. It's really not that terrible. Really doesn't detract much from the figure, but just one little thing to mention. Okay, onto articulation. He has ball joints, ball jointed arm, ball jointed other arm. Whoosh. yeah. Swivel right there. And swivel here. And hand articulation. Okay. Okay, his wrist is supposed to move. Same with this one. They don't really like to cooperate. His head is very much a ball joint, and you can have it in numerous different positions that look really good. Oh yeah, also his head, it does come off, mainly because this is also a redone, well, not redone, reissued figure. And in the last one, which I believe is from the Cult Classic, I can't even remember what Cult Classic line that was, but he came out and he had a separate head from, it was pretty much maskless Michael Myers, except, well, not maskless, he did have one of his papier-mâché masks on. But, yeah. Also, articulation in the feet, a little bit. That does help for balancing. He can be a little off balance if you don't get his feet quite right. But, other than that, he'll pretty much stand in however you want him to. But, as I said with Pinhead, who also had the same sort of thing, really doesn't have much articulation below the waist, but you really don't need him to, because same with Pinhead, Michael Myers really doesn't do much. He just walks back and forth, stab, 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 walk away, stab, stab, stab. And that's pretty much what he does. Yeah. But, he looks really good in the pose that he's in. And just kinda with however you want him to be looking, whatever direction. Or if you want them in a ridiculous pose, those also work well. Also, another thing about this figure, and kind of thing from the movie as well, Michael is ridiculously tall. I mean, he's like tall enough to have a fist fight with the remake version of Jason, which the remake of Friday the 13th was terrible. It was good for laughs, but that was it. And the occasional scene with Jason running. But anyway, yeah, this figure he's really tall. Hold on, I'll grab a figure from my shelf up here and show you how tall he is. Let's see. Okay. Here's Arnie as T-800. Right next to him. And still, Michael is about an inch taller. Or, as the case may be, he's still a couple inches shorter than Tyrant there. If I do a review of Tyrant, I will make sure to remember that he does not stand well. That's one thing to mention. But anyway, yeah, this figure is pretty awesome. Movie accuracy, it's all pretty accurate. Pretty much looks like him. Except I think the hair is a little bit off. In the movie, I think the hair was a little bit more frizzy and not frizzy, but a little bit more not quite. I don't know. It just didn't look quite as neat as this does. And, I don't know. He pretty much looks good. The sculpting is good. Got all the wrinkles and everything. Really nice. Boots look good. Hands do have detail under all that blood. And, yeah. So, that was my review of Michael Myers. Thank you for watching.